It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. You're the proud owner of a Ferrari, one of the most luxurious cars in the world, but there's a problem. Here's the catch. Your Ferrari keeps breaking down, and every time you take it back to the Ferrari factory, well, it ends in frustration. And this was the problem faced by Ferruccio Lamborghini, an Italian tractor typhoon, and it started this crazy, remarkable journey. Now, here's the deal. After World War II, Lamborghini turned his wartime skills into building tractors, and he became one of the most wealthiest men in the world. But here's an interesting twist. When he bought the Ferrari, his car kept breaking down. Now, he found out that, listen, every time I go there, they're charging me, for example, $10, and they're charging me $100, but they're only paying $10. And to add more insult to injury, he knew that the parts that he was producing for the tractor were the same parts that was inside of the Ferrari. Now I'm going somewhere. Here's the point. It's not about cars, not about luxury cars, not about Ferraris and Lamborghinis, but it is a point where Ferrari went to the owner and said, listen, now Lamborghini went to Ferrari and said, listen, your car keeps breaking down. Can you do something about it? Ferrari says, no, it's all on the driver. And why don't you pay attention to just focusing on tractor and tractor parts and get out of here? Now, Lamborghini didn't take this too kindly. So he decided to bring his own team together. He decided to build his ideal car. And as a result, he built his dream car in 1963, which launched into the world. And as a result of that bold move, Lamborghini, which had a better car, started competing with the Ferrari. Can you imagine that? So what's the big takeaway for you as a CEO? Seriously, there's a big takeaway. It teaches a very valuable lesson. When faced with obstacles as a CEO, it's not enough to complain. It's not enough to accept defeat. We have to be innovative. We have to take matters into our own hands. We got to listen to our customers. And as a result, we have to go back and solve the problem, which is a sales strategy. That means it takes sales leadership. And as a result, you can be just like Lamborghini. You can create what doesn't exist today. You can solve the problem for clients, and you can be a driving force in your market. You do that, and you will be very successful. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Welcome. I'm excited to be here with you. Every morning, we like to start off the exact same way, which is starting off with our mantra for the day. Make sure this is over here. There we go, our mantra. And I want you to repeat after me, because when we do the mantra every morning, this isn't just let's just do something to do it. It's a real saying, and I want you to say it with a lot of meaning, as if it's the very first time you've done it, even if you show up every single morning. And here it is. Repeat after me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. If you can't focus on sales, solving problems, if you can't focus on sales with everything going on, then you can't be in business, because there will always be more money going out than there is coming in. And when that happens, that's a problem. That's why we're here at the CEO Sales Huddle, for all of us to get a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. So we also move over to our mantra. Now, we have our mantra, and then we have our pledge. Now, you don't put your hand over your heart, but it's that important. And that is learn, earn, and return. But we don't just leave it there. We like to step in, and we like to repeat it every single morning, because I think every morning a CEO needs to repeat these words. Repeat after me, please. Repeat after me. I have to learn something new. Please go ahead and say it. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order, there we go, to get new and old clients to return. So I have to learn, I have to earn, and I have to return. When you do that, that's where the magic happens. Now, when we come together, we have a couple objectives, right? And our number one objective when we come together is to make sure that every single morning that we're focused on our sales progress. So we're going to do a check-in with the CEO Sales Huddle. Focus on addressing the roadblocks, just like Lamborghini. There's roadblocks out there, and we have to make sure that we know how to overcome them. And number three, to really understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to make revenue and really build the business. Here they are. Pillar number 1 is a sales plan. Now, not just the revenue number, that's very important, but a strategic strategy, a strategic sales system and a sales funnel to actually exceed the number that we have. And if you're out there and you say, shit, I don't have a one-page sales plan, where can I go? Go over to www.ceosalesplan.com. www.ceosalesplan.com. When you get there, just download the one-page sales plan. All right, number 2 is the sales cycle. From the time that we connect with the client to the time we communicate with our potential client to the time they convert. That means they make a purchase and they trust us to solve a problem. Number 3 is our sales positioning. Sales pillar number 3, sales position. I do this every morning because I want you as a CEO, I want this to be top of mind to you. We have to get really serious about what we say, when we say it, and how we say it, because we understand that our words at the end of the day will make us rich. And then number 4, the CEO sales dashboard. Those are sales indicators. Like, we're going to go into the sales indicators and we're going to see how we're performing in each area, because we understand what gets measured gets managed. And number 5 is a sales team. Okay. I know I went through that pretty quickly, but I love doing that for all the folks that want to know, why do we get together? Who are we? What's going on? What's our overall objective? At the end of the day, our overall objective is CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So I understand you know how to sell, but how do we sell more faster? Well, we have 3 big whys: sales growth, accountability, and consistency. 6-minute and 30-second mark. You stay in this conversation with me for 15 minutes, and my promise to you is that you will see sales progress. 15 minutes is all we ask. There's 1,440 minutes in every day. We only ask 15 minutes because we have one outcome above all other outcomes. I want you to slow down. I want this to sink in with you. The reason you show up for the CEO Sales Huddle every morning is to generate $100,000 plus a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. Consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. When you do that, the magic happens for everyone. And this is what you imagine how your life would be different. You had an extra $100,000 a month. It's going into your bank account. It's a huge difference there. So let's go to what I consider every morning, which I love doing, which is the sales indicators, because I believe what gets measured gets managed. Now, you're a CEO. I know you get it intuitively, but if you can't focus on sales, if you can't focus on the sales indicators, if you can't focus on the sales plan and take a look at it, then you just can't be in business. Seriously. I mean, you can, but it won't be as effectively and efficiently as you want it to be. So at the 7-minute, 42-second mark, let's take a look here at the CEO sales dashboard. Now, I want you to open your CEO sales dashboard up right now. Like, seriously, like right now, go open it up right now. And we're going to focus on 5 areas that we cover every day. I spend about 3 minutes on this: leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. So isn't it good to know? Now, if you don't have the CEO sales dashboard, you can't open it up right now, you can't get your hands on it, go over to ceosaleshuddle.com, follow the instructions, then download the CEO sales dashboard. I'm going to pull it up right now, but this is the only tool you need every single day. Now, every day it has 5 categories, as we just showed you. And I'm going to go deep in one area. Today, I'm going to go deep in leads. So we got leads, and then there's subcategories underneath there. So you would go to today's date and then look at yesterday's. And then how many leads came in yesterday? How many appointments were set by your team? For those that are supervisors, okay, everyone should be turning in the information. If you're an entrepreneur, you should be doing this as well. If you're a CEO and you have a team, one thing to do: your admin, your virtual assistant, the person that supports you, your business operation manager, they've got one job to do every day, according to Shay Brown. Now, you might not agree with this, and that is make sure the CEO sales dashboard form is filled out and have it to you. And if you have to hire someone, I don't care if you go to Fiverr, you got to hire someone, go ahead and pay the $5, okay? And when you show up every morning for the CEO Sales Huddle, don't think about it. Don't try to guess how many leads came in. Don't try to guess how many offers were made. Don't try to say, I don't have any appointments set today. No. We have numbers. And the numbers are there. We have some subcategories. Now, I'm on a rant, so I'm going to get off this rant right now before I go too far into the rant. But I do want to go over here, and I want to cover this in a little different way. So while you got your spreadsheet open, you can change these categories anytime you want. But today we're going to go into leads. Now, here's 3 things I want you to know about leads at the 9-minute and 44-second mark. Number 1, leads represent hope. No leads, no hope. So if you had a sales plan and your job as a CEO, you only got one job as a CEO, by the way. That's to attract people who have a problem and then have them purchase your products and services so you grow the business. So look at the CRM, your customer relationship management system. Open up like right now, now. When's the best time to do it? Now. What time is it? It's now o'clock time. So open up your CRM. How many new leads came in yesterday? How many leads came in the day before? They were new to the CRM. They weren't there before. Doesn't matter how they got there. And then I have another category called engaged. Now, engaged are folks who have opted in. Maybe you were speaking somewhere, they text the number. Maybe they came in through social media, but they come in the last 30 days and they've engaged your company. Maybe they got a free download. Maybe they asked a question. Maybe they scheduled an appointment with one of your representatives. It doesn't matter. They're engaged. So now we got a subcategory. And then we have qualified leads. Now, some of you have phone calls. Some of you have opt-in buttons that they have to select certain categories. Some of you have questionnaires, right? Some of you have qualifiers. So now we know how many new leads came in. We know how many were engaged. Even if they didn't come in yesterday, you've got a number for this month for where we are. And now we look at how many are qualified. And if there's one gift you could give me, and it would be that you qualify leads early on or put them in the right nurture sequence that makes sense and sense. Put that in your notes. It makes sense and sense. All right, I'm not getting to the other 2 or 3 on here, by the way. But I love making sure we get a chance to go through this because the CEO sales dashboard is the number one tool the CEOs use to get to $100,000 per month. Adopt the philosophy right now. What gets measured gets managed. Now we're going to step in and we're now going to do what we call another fun thing I love to do, which is we're going to celebrate any wins that we have. And I love to celebrate wins because powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, 15 minutes is all I ask for. You get what you focus on. So let's take a look. What are you most proud of? Like step back yesterday. From a sales perspective, what are you most proud of? What was your biggest accomplishment, maybe from the beginning of the month to where you are right now? And then if you could brag, I could bring you on here right now. And come on, seriously, like write it down, jot it down. I could bring you on right now and you could just brag. And you could just talk about all the wonderful things that you've done, your team has done, your organization has done in order to really impact the sales department. What are they? And if look, this is not a beat me up session, okay? So if you don't know, it's okay. You're here in the conversation. I want to acknowledge you. Now, for all my folks out there that tune in every single morning, if you haven't already, look below the video. Look below the video and put hashtag I'm here. I like to connect with you. I like to know that you're in the building. Put a hashtag I'm here. For those folks that are watching the replay, because some of you right now, you're not on social media, right? You're getting this through a podcast. Some of you are getting this right now and listen to a second time. So put hashtag replay. And then others are on Roku. You're on Amazon. You're on YouTube Live. What's up? You're watching this. And you can't comment below because there's not a comment area on there. But go over at I am Che Brown and let me know what you enjoy most about this session. And then also let me know what we can do to add more value to you. Okay. We're here to serve. CEO Sales Huddle is a place that serves. All right. Now we're going to go over to overcoming the hurdles. We understand that life ain't no crystal stairs, they say. And there's going to be some challenges. There's going to be some hurdles. There's going to be some things that just don't work out right. Powerful people do what? Ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you only got one. You get what you focus on. So what was your biggest roadblock that held you back yesterday? We're going to address that today. What's preventing you today? Like everything got going on. Life happens. I understand that. But what's preventing you today from at least moving forward? And then last, my favorite question. What's the one thing you could do today that if you do it, it'll move your business forward? I love the 80-20 rule. I'll talk about that in a minute. But do it. Make a decision right now that you're going to do it. You're going to make it happen. That this is your moment. This is your time. 14 minutes and 13 seconds. We're doing good today. My message of the day is you are awesome. Now, I know as a CEO, you think that's crazy, but I want you from a sales perspective, when you look at your list, to employ the 80-20 rule. 20% of your activities produce 80% of your results. So when you go back and take a look at what you're most proud of, and you look at what you have to accomplish today to move your business forward, if you got a list of 10 things there, like write it down. Like what's one thing you have to do? Make a phone call. What's something else you have to do? Build a collaboration. What's something else you got to do? Download the CEO sales dashboard. What's something else you have to do? Put it on your calendar for a reminder to be here tomorrow. Whatever it is, have that list and then circle the one thing you're going to do. Just circle that. and just focus on that one thing. And what are a list of 5 things you got to do to implement that one thing? See, that's the 80-20 rule. And that allows you to continue to make progress, which is one of the reasons we're here, for sales progress. You're awesome. You're amazing. If you haven't already, look below the video and put hashtag I'm here. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Thanks for tuning in. Send me any notes. I read every email. I read every message, every instant message over at I am Che Brown, every comment that's made. Thank you for tuning in. My name, by the way, is Che Brown, your CEO, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you. We're at the 15 minutes and 37-second mark. We're doing good. I'll see you at the next CEO Sales Huddle. God bless and keep doing God's work. We're out of here. Peace.